This next mistake is something that a lot of people talk about on the internet, and that is zero gapping your clippers and your trimmers. All right, it's not very important to zero gap the clippers and trimmers, and a lot of the big reason why a lot of people want to zero gap their tools, which is, I'll explain in a second what it is if you don't know, but it really just prolongs the length of the haircut by an extra like day or two, right? So all it does, this is what zero gapping is. So I'll see if I can show you for a little bit. So each clipper and trimmer has a cutting blade. So there's a blade that cuts, right? The blade that cuts, and then the back blade, right? The blade that doesn't move. So you have a blade that moves and a blade that's stationary, all right? So what a zero gap is, and same thing for the trimmer, you have a blade that moves and a blade that doesn't move, right? So all the zero gap does is it shortens the distance between the cutting blade and the back blade, right? So just how I showed you guys before when I adjusted the lever, how the back blade gets further away when you open it and it gets closer when you close it. By zero gapping the clippers and the trimmers, it brings the back blade even closer to the cutting blade more than what it normally is when you buy the clippers straight out of the box, right? Brand new. So you're actually going to go in and use these two screws on the back of the clipper and trimmer, unscrew them, and then reposition the back blade so that it's super close to the cutting blade. So here's an example. Let's say my left hand is the cutting blade and the right hand is the back blade. So this is the one that moves and this is the one that's stationary. Typically, and I'm looking at the length here, the one that moves is a little bit underneath the back blade, because if it weren't, you would end up cutting yourself, all right? And we don't want to cut ourselves. So what zero gapping does, let's say this is how it looks when you buy it right out the box, brand new from Amazon or from Target, from wherever. If this is how it looks out the box, zero gapping brings the moving blade slightly beneath the back stationary blade, right? Slightly beneath. So this is what it would look like if they were even. If they were even, you would cut yourself. So what they do is slightly lower it, the cutting blade, so that the back blade is just a tiny bit longer than the cutting blade. And so what this does really is just prolong your haircut by an extra 1, 2, or 3 days, because it cuts a little bit more hair off, right? But it doesn't really matter, because what's the difference between using, let's say I want to use the half guard and the one guard. So there's no difference whether I use the one guard closed or the half guard lever open for the haircut. It's relatively the same length, only a minute difference, right? Maybe 1 or 2 days. So if you want it zero gapped, just use your trimmers or use foil shavers to bring the haircut down to skin, and like pure skin, 100% skin. So that's the big thing. So if you want to prolong your haircut, by all means, you can zero gap the clippers. There's plenty of videos on the internet, and I have one as well to show you how to do it. But otherwise, it's practically unnecessary to zero gap them, and you don't want to run the risk of adjusting the blades, adjusting the back blade here, and you don't do it correctly, and when you go and cut your hair, you end up cutting yourself, and then you start bleeding everywhere. So don't make it more difficult than it needs to be, right? You're going to cut your hair regardless. You're going to get a haircut regardless. It's going to be shorter than what it is now, right? So if you want to run the risk and zero gap them, it's not dangerous, it's not difficult, but you really have to be paying attention that the cutting blade is always underneath the back blade so that you never cut yourself, because these blades are very, 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 very sharp. Very, very sharp. And I've seen some really bad videos and parodies on the internet of people cutting themselves because of zero gap clippers and the barber didn't do a good job tightening them or whatever it might be. So it's unnecessary. So that's the one thing that I had to add here. The other thing is that if you've got really sensitive skin like me, not sure if you guys have seen my like buzz cut videos where I do skin fades using foil shavers. So it's like literally getting down to like my skin, right? My skin is super sensitive, and using my clippers, if they're zero gapped, it makes my skin even more sensitive, and then you can see it get really red and like inflamed, right? And it looks very ugly. So I always like to leave, you know, a little bit more hair. I try not to zero gap my tools, just because I don't want to see and show to the world on the internet how ugly my skin is, because it gets irritated very easily with clippers, especially when I'm cutting really, really close to my skin. So zero gapping, it's something that you can do if you really want to do it. It just prolongs your haircut. It makes your haircut last a few days longer than normal. Otherwise, it's really unnecessary. The hype around zero gapping doesn't really matter. And then if you've got sensitive skin like I do, you know, maybe second guess zero gapping your clippers and even giving yourself skin fades as a whole. So hopefully this one helps.